Alrighty then, hello and welcome to this round of the Monday Night Race Club. My name is Cyril Ferg and I will be your commentator for this evening's race. I am very excited to get going after a very intense last round. It was Avanesh who took the victory in Hungary in a very wet and chaotic race, and now we are back with Brazil at Interlagos. The first round of the Formula 1 Grand Prix ever to be held here was in 1972, and it is a track that features 15 turns, has a race distance of 71 laps, and has a lap record held by Valtteri Bottas with a 1:10.5 in 2018. So I'm very interested to see how our drivers are going to get round today. Hopefully there aren't as many internet issues as there were last week. We can only hope and pray that that will be sorted this week. How is everybody doing in the chat? As we instantly see, we have a bit of rain. So I'd like to welcome all 7 people who are tuned in right now. Please feel free to leave a comment. Let me know how you're doing, where you're watching from. All of that is completely great. I'd like to see some names in the chat whenever you like. So as you can see, we have wet conditions for our qualifying event today. Who is going to be the first out on track? I see a Racing Point is going to be first. Who's that? Is that Avanesh on track already? I believe it is Bit W. So we have Bit W on track already. Exciting things. See, also, if you are in the race and you are watching, please leave a comment of what the weather conditions will be like in the race, as obviously I am unable to check that. So we have Bit W as the leading car, we have an AlphaTauri as the second car, and that is Jord. So we have Jord out second. What can he do? Let me just look at last week's results. There's so much has happened this week, I just cannot remember who placed where. So we've got Jord out there. Is that Alfa Romeo next? Is that Stube is a little bit further back. I think it's Tomo is next. So to start with, let's ride on board with Bit W for the first lap of this session. So coming into turn 1, you have a nice wide entry. Just want to clip in that apex there. Very good from him. Then you want to clip this apex here, clip the next apex again. Hold to the left as much as you can. Perfectly done here. In the wet though, it can be very difficult to do, but he does that very well. So coming up to turn 3 now. Stay nice and wide, clip the apex, get on the throttle really early. He does that very well. He's got a car in front of him. He needs to be careful here. Hopefully that car gets out of the way nice and safely. Nice good transition here. Is he going to be held up? This cannot be helping him whatsoever. Looks like that Haas is trying to get out of the way. Oh, get out of the way, Haas. Crystallizer needs to be more careful there, unfortunately, because he was on out lap and he is completely blocked. Bit undoing his lap, so I would be very frustrated. But I mean, unfortunately, hopefully for next race, Crystallizer will realise this and he will do his back. So who is next on the track? I believe it was Jord. Where is Jord? Jord on my screen. Jord is P7 at the moment. Coming around the front, to see Bit W do a 17.7, I'm sure he can improve that because he got held up quite a lot. As we see Jord with an 18.1, so Bit W still retains pole position. I believe he'll be going on a second lap though, if I'm not mistaken, as he was held up. Oh no ERS deployment, so he has on his in lap now. As we see Tomo coming through with a 19.0, Chris DC coming through an 18.0, so very close to the top two there. So we got Smith 96 NP5 with a 19.1. As we see Ollie T take 18.7, so only one driver currently into the 17s, and it was the driver who got held up quite significantly, so fair play to Bit there. Had a very good lap before that as we rode aboard with him. As we see Placer Redan do a 122.6, but I'm pretty sure he had a mistake in there somewhere, as I'm sure you can go a little bit quicker than that. Vans Racing, he has a 22.0. Interesting to see what these drivers are going to do actually, because in wet weather qualifying, especially if it's dry in the race, obviously the tyres will only be used for this session, so I'd slap 6 laps of fuel in and then out you go. As you see Scott come across the line with a 19.7. So yeah, I'd normally put about 6 laps of fuel in and just keep doing laps just until the tyres go, until your fuel's all done. You might as well, it's what this is for. Especially in the wet, you find confidence with more and more laps you do. So see Avinash joining back in the session. See Jonzo, I think, is on a lap. Jonzo, one of my favourite drivers from last week, just because his driving style is very smooth, very sweet. So we also see single track on a fast lap, I assume. Let's stay on board with a single track. Ooh. Be careful. Oh, Vans Racing gets the DSQ for driving the wrong way, which is unfortunate to say the least. So yes, please, if you are in the session, you're watching this currently, please leave a comment of just what the weather conditions will be like, as I have absolutely no idea. Let's ride back on board with single track, as I assume he will be going for another lap as he had a spin. A very good line through turns 1, 2 and 3. Oh, unlucky single track. It's hard to find the power in these conditions. Keep going, I'm sure you'll be alright. Oh, as we see Tomiko, I apologise. Big apologies there to Tomiko as he snatches provisional pole position of a 17.3. Very good lap from him. Yes, Nathan, do you want to join? I'll send you a party invite now. Oh my god. 1 second, guys. Very sorry about that, guys. We are back as we ride on board with Tomiko. His ERS is not depleting, so I'm not sure if he's on a lap. I don't think he is. He must be. I have absolutely no idea, to be honest. Let's run a someone else. Let's go on board with Davis. So Davis has put in an 18.0, very good lap from him. Chris DC, oh, Bit W, sorry, has improved as well. I'm really sorry, guys. I keep missing out on him these times. It is so hard to keep up. I am still learning. So we're going to stay on board here with we'll stay on board with who's further on the lap. So I'm going to stay on board with Tomoko as the only like that, and he is our provisional pole sitter. See what he can do on. I assume it will be a fresh set of tyres for him. Let's see what he can do. Oh! My screen. Very lucky. Oh my god. I don't think my connection is the best to some of these drivers in the lobby, to be totally honest, because I think that's a better V-Torch's lap. It says he's still on an outlap, apparently. Don't believe that's the case. Oh, we did a 16.5, and I didn't even notice. Sorry about that, guys. This is Avinash comes across the line with a 17.3. Fantastic lap. As we see, Scott is on a lap, I think. Finding traction out of the last corner can be very difficult, but he's done that very well. The Red Bull probably doesn't help him that much being there, as he has to take a very wide line, but that's quite alright. Comes tucks back in. What's he going to come across the line with? And he goes P11 with an 80.8. Haha! Just make sure, just give it a check in, just see if there's or not. All good, all good. I'll introduce you in a sec. Yeah, absolutely fine, mate. Yeah, we'll just whenever you need to go, just whenever you need to go. Okay, guys. Lovely. Oh yeah, God. Oh, do you know what? I think actually, wait. You know, I can't invite you, can't I? Because there's only 20 people. Yeah, I completely forgot about that, to be honest. You need to be in the game. Thinking like maybe watch my stream, like it'll be fine. Alright, let's give me a check. Okay guys, so during this qualifying I would just like to introduce my very good friend from my CRL league, which is Nathan JB, and he will be helping with the commentary today. So Nathan, would you like to say a few words before we break down some speeds and some turnings and stuff?
Hi, my name's Nathan, and yeah, I'm Ferg's friend. Well, I like to think he's my friend.
Haha.
I'd help him out a little bit today.
Haha. Lovely. Well, thank you very much, Nathan, and we will be riding on board with some drivers today. So, pole position right now, 7/10. That is pretty dramatic. I mean, in the rain we can often see quite large distances, but the second you hit second, you only go half a tenth back, and that is in third. Oh, as we see L Davis coming across the line, getting very close to pole position there. Jeez, very good lap from him. Who is on the next lap? The Haas.
So this is a 50% race.
Yeah, so it's a 50% short quali. I believe because this is let's not call it a rookie league. You know, everyone's still learning. So we got the corner cutting on reduced, and there's no damage. So no one needs to worry about smashing the wall, but of course they probably not going to help the tyres if you are wall riding on some of these corners. To be totally honest.
Era voice.
Yeah. That's it. So this is Era Voice's league actually, and single track. So Era Voice and single track are the owners. I believe Era Voice is in Kona. Don't know which.
He's in Div 2.
Div 2, Div 2.
Yeah.
Ah, did he not get the promotion?
No, but he's a good driver, to be fair.
Lovely.
Solid.
Lovely. Yeah, last race was absolutely manic. I think mainly down to a lot of internet issues, to be totally honest. It was very mad. But we got there in the end. I think everyone was happy with the stream anyway. As we just see Chris DC coming across the line with a 16.8. That is only about 35 milliseconds down from our P2 man. Very good lap, I suppose. But it's with these conditions, you just don't know. I mean, is it going to be dry in the race? I wish I knew, to be totally honest. Really hard to know if these guys are using the correct setups. If they're using fixed setups, I'm not too sure, to be totally honest. As we let's ride on board with Tomiko, as he is our pole sitter, and he is starting his lap coming around turn 3. You want to hug that nice and on the left hand side of the track, you know, just to minimise the amount of track you're actually taking. Always, he goes very wide in turn 4. I'm not sure if that will actually invalidate his lap, but I'm pretty sure he will be that down on his time after that. As we see a lot of other drivers coming into the pits. Who are you riding on board with, Nathan?
I'm just looking at the racing point of Bit W365. It looks like he was getting blocked by the Haas, who was also on a lap. It's a bit unfortunate for him. Maybe could have left a bit more room.
I'll tell you something that you probably don't know, Nathan, but right at the beginning of this session, Bit W was the first driver on track, and funnily enough, Crystallizer on his outlap managed to block him quite severely.
Oh no.
As he set a 17.7, so I hope that wasn't a second time. I believe it was.
It looked like it from my view.
Oh no. Oh no. But let's see what the stewards, if there are any, have to say about that. As the Renault fails to improve in his time, but I think he'll be going again as he had a major incident coming up turn 4. But he is just lagging so hard on my screen. I don't know about you.
Yeah,
Jeez.
it's the same for me. George's up on his time.
Where's George? Let's see what he's
In
doing.
the 116s, yep.
Oh, lovely P4. Let's go. Fourth driver into the 16s. Very good luck from George there. Let me find.
Is 310s down.
Riding boy to Vera Voice. What can he do? So he hugs the left hand side of the track just to minimise. Oh, he comes back across. He's losing a few hundreds there. 17.4. Good lap. I see Jonzo just coming across the line as well. I'm not sure. I think he might be on that. Let's stay on board with him. Nathan, Jonzo is one to look out for as well if you want to ride on board with him. His driving style is so nice. Like, it is literally do-will. Look at it, it's so gorgeous. Like, honestly, at Hungary, it's just so smooth the whole time. And then I rode on board with him for 2 laps, and commentator's curse, he died at turn 4. It was very sad. Mate, I made like 5 drivers die at turn 4.
Does what's Marker doing? He's not interested in setting a lap.
Marker doesn't seem to be that bothered about qualifying. Maybe he's got a quali ban, I'm not too sure, or maybe he wants to test himself with a little last to first challenge. We'll see. As I believe the rain has stopped.
It has indeed. Oh yeah, I've just noticed they're on softs.
We have.
Oh, this should be interesting.
Wow, Davis should be on to smash his time if he crossed the line in time anyway. Or he goes a little bit wide there, but that should be alright for him. Can't tell. I don't think he's on an outlap, is he? Oh, we see Stu smashing it with the absolutely correct strategy. Oh, as we see Tomo 4 times ahead.
Oh no, Tomo, no.
4 tenths ahead. What happened to Tomo?
He just didn't set. He's not out for a soft lap. I think he's gonna pull down the order a bit here.
Oh, Tomiko, yeah, unfortunately Tomiko. So there's a few drivers who unfortunately weren't able to make this change quick enough, but I'm pretty sure that all drivers who are going to cross the line with the dry compound are going to be within that top 5, top 6 bracket, as we see Single Track coming across with a 13.2. He's not going to care. Oh my god, we have Christy C with the alternate strat with the pole position. Wow, what a lap from him. L Davis coming across for P2, P1 provisionally for about half a second. Wow. So that is that. We have a medium runner in P1, and he arguably is on the better strategy in terms of at the end of the race. So let's go down our qualifying grid. We have Chris DC as our P1 man, L Davis P2, Tomo 222 in P3, Stu P4, Single Track P5. Top 5, very smart with the tyre compound strategy, may have been preempting the rain stopping. Tomiko P6, Aerovoice P7, Jord P8, BitW P9, Avanash rounds off the top 10 with Jonzo, Ollie, Gene, Smith, Scooter, Crystallizer, Marker, Plasterodan and Vans completing the rest of the grid. So, what do you think, Nathan? How many medium runners, how many drivers who set their wet lap will be on the medium tyre?
Well, you'd probably the prime strategy here is medium soft, so you would hope that majority of them will go on the mediums. But I think we'll see majority of them go on the softs just to get the track position early on and try and push through and hope for safety cars. I don't know, is safety cars on?
The safety car, yeah, with damage off, I suppose there won't be any safety cars. So
okay, so they're better off probably starting on the mediums because strategy will be key for this track.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I also
However,
noticed, I also noticed Mark Hughes got a 5-place grid penalty, so he's starting last.
Oh, unlucky there. I'm not too sure what happened in that. I'm sure he might have maybe a bit of contact with another driver. Who knows? A very short track for 20 drivers to be doing continuous wet laps, so hardly a surprise in my opinion. One thing we do need to watch out for though, with our P1 man, is as he is surrounded by soft runners, he will need to get a very good start if he wants to maintain his pole position coming into turn 1.
Indeed.
Tyres then. He better get weaving.
So if you're looking at the tyres, we have a lot of soft runners down from 12th to 19th.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This is going to be tasty. So we got the our pole position on the medium compound. That is our alternate strategy. He will be on the fast tyre at the end of the race. The next 4 drivers are on the softer compound. This means they will need to get past Chris as soon as possible for their strategy to work. They will need to build as much of a gap as possible before they put on the medium tyres, as the soft runners will try to catch them at the end of the race anyway. When we go another 5 places back and all mediums again, so they will be on the same strat as Chris, putting on the soft compound tyres later on in the race. Jonzo and Scooter, so the 2 Mercedes opting to go for the hard compound tyre, which is interesting, as I believe a soft medium does last, but at the same time, if you are not too comfortable on your tyres and you wanted to do a hard to soft instead, that will work absolutely fine as well. Okay, as the drivers make their way towards the grid for the start of this race, as we see Smith gets disqualified, he will not be happy with that, and Scooter. So Scott and Smith will be on very cold tyres. Very, very cold indeed.
Who's your pick for the win for this race then, Doug?
Purely on the qualifying pace, I'm going to have to say Chris DC, as he has he's put himself in a great position there on those medium compound, but let's hope he has a clean first few laps and the soft runners behind him, if they do get past, they get past cleanly, and yeah, hopefully see no incidents. What about you?
I'm gonna go with the Renault, Tomico, or Aero Voice, one of those two.
So the Red Bull or the Renault?
If I had to pick one, it'd be the Renault.
The Renault. So Nathan thinks Tomico. I'm gonna say Chris. So let's see how we get on here as we wait for the lights. Always a tense wait in the commentary box, even tenser wait when you're actually in the cockpit of a car, as I believe all drivers will be just connecting to the host before we get underway. Tense moment, tense stuff indeed.
Let's hope it's not me who's caused this. That'd be quite awkward.
I really hope not.
Usually it's the one of the drivers.
Yeah, because I don't think there's ever an issue with like I've seen comms jump in late before.
Yeah. It's not gonna be good for the drivers.
Let me just have a look at the Discord.
Time's gonna be cold.
Ah, okay, so it looks like the lobby might be glitched, as we have been sat here for a little while. Yes, I'm not too sure what's happening. I hope that wasn't anything to do with us.
Should I quickly leave and see if I fix it?
Yeah, go on, quick, and then I'll invite you again. Oh. Oh my god, I'm on the invite screen, I can't see. It has not worked.
Oh.
It has. I don't think it was you.
At least it wasn't me.
Yeah. I'll invite you back in. I'll invite you back in. Okay, yeah, let me message your voice. Just
Oh, the session no longer exists.
Okay, so I believe we will be restarting the session due to a technical fault. Thank you very much to Codemasters for that one. Stand by for a little change in the old host. This might take a little while, so get comfortable. Ooh, might go get myself a drink quickly. Oh, and my game has crashed now.